Well, welcome one and all. It is I, Captain Steve, doing an Elden Ring video. Now, during my live session the other day, people told me I need to activate my Great Runes, and I had no idea what they're on about, so I'd done some research. Now, the best way to do this is to head on off from where I just was, up there, and head across these roofs. Be careful of the pterodactyl with the freaking blades on his legs that wants to freaking murdercate you. And sadly, I can't reach him using my evil flies, so I'm going to use my bow and arrow just to get his attention, then hopefully killocate him once he comes across onto my side of the roof. I guess, come on then, birdie man bird, I've got a present for you in the way of a giant freaking pinty stick. There we go, let's hopefully kill him using that. Okay, well, he done me a shed load of damage. Normally this weapon staggers most enemies, however, or stops them in their tracks and stops them from frickin' hurting you, but sadly not sort of airborne creatures or creatures that, well, I had some problems with a marshmallow man, let's put it that way. Watch my live stream back if you want to see me have massive problems with a marshmallow man. You would have thought somebody with a giant fork that could roast a marshmallow, you probably wouldn't have a problem. No, not the case. I freaking got butchered by the guy multiple times. I did get the better of him eventually, which I think you're going to like my little celebratory sort of thingy. Anyhow, you need to just head the way that I'm heading, basically, and we're heading towards the main gate. I've actually put like a little blue marker with the rough direction where I want to go. There we go. I took these two out that were just taking in the sights. I don't know what they were doing. I don't even think they knew what they were doing, but before they knew what they were doing, they were dead. Yes. Right, so I'm going to head across this rickety little bridge. Now, there's quite a lot of these in this castle, quite conveniently placed by broken walls. Take that, you, and you're going to die as well with my marshmallow roasting stick. Not before you took half my frickin' energy bar, though. Don't you just hate it when these sort of like, the smaller enemies get the better of you that haven't got the better of you before? But then, is it a hate thing, or is it something that you're like, well, okay, well, that mixed it up a little, didn't it, Right, anyhow, take this, swarm of flies in the face. Yeah, how do you like those little critters? See, that staggered that guy, and then that's kind of what my pokey stick does to most enemies, like I say, but there are those that just tank it and walk through it and then just batter you. So yeah, I do need to have a secondary weapon that's faster and better for one-on-one, because this weapon is great for taking out mobs and AoE, but it's not very good for aerial creatures or creatures that can take a good hit. So yeah, there's one behind this wall that can take a good hit, so I'm just hitting him from behind the wall. There you go, take that, you're dead. Yeah, so this wasn't a perfect run. I'll show you some of my little mini deaths halfway through this video, so stay tuned for that. It'll be like a little mini interlude once I reach a point of grace and we're at a point where we can have a laugh. Anyhow, take that, you're dead, diddly dead. Heck yes. Right, I'm going to top myself up here with potions and things and lotions, just to make sure that I'm all good. Put the lotion in the basket. Right, head on over this way. Now, I was thinking about trying to jump through this parapet and get down there. Not a good idea. It's a bit of a long fall. So we're going to head on over to this side of the actual parapet, and you can see that there's the people with the ballistas. There's two ways you can go through. You can either do what I'm doing, go up on the roofs, or you can actually go down, take out a freaking army, and go up against ballistas. Now, I'm not ballista proof, and yeah, I died trying to do it that way, so we're going to go over the wall. Now, to get over this wall, it can be a bit tricky, but there are some bricks just here, just underneath the crates, that you can jump and get over on. Took this guy by surprise. Take that, you. Because if you are walking down there, there's no way of actually hitting this guy. You've just got to sort of leg it and just hope that you can make it past all the blister fire. Anyway, die. Yep, you're dead, diddly and deaded. And we're going to jump over this wall, and we're going to dead this one as well. Murdercation! Chicka-boom! Done, diddly, and you're dead. And yeah, there's a nice shiny object over there that I can pick up. I'll have that, and then we'll take out this guy that seems to be great with frickin' throwing petrol bombs. Right, we're going to throw some flies at him. I did just pick up, I believe, a crossbow from that point there. So I guess if you are having problems with this guy and you haven't got a ranged weapon, you have now, because I think we just picked up a crossbow. Take that and die! Yeah, so you could equip that and kill him if otherwise. I mean, it's a shame we can't just use that frickin' giant ballista right there, isn't it? It's sitting right there, it's still loaded, why the fudge not? Right, well, I don't think I can make that jump, so we're going back on ourselves here. We're going to just drop down here onto that rock. I completely missed that rock. My face didn't. I just scraped my face on a rock. Okay, well, we're going to soldier on because I'm tough, and we're going to head on through this gate, and here's a whole frickin' mini army. and more ballistas. Hopefully we can just sort of sneak round, because where I need to go, you can see at the top there on my compass directions, my blue marker, I'm right next to it now. Righto, so in this gateway, let's just, this is what I mean by how good it is for AoE. Look at that, taken out a couple there, took out 2 of them, you're dead, you're very dead. Okay, no they're not. Okay, alright, fine, I'll try that again then. Boom, now they are. Sneaky. I'm still getting used to the hit radius. I did kill 1 around the side of that wall, but yeah, it's not bad when there's somebody hiding behind a wall and things like that. It's got its uses, don't get me wrong, it's still a good freaking weapon, it's a lovely weapon, but there's just times where it lets you down and you're like, why? Why did that not work? It just worked a minute ago and now it's just not 100% reliable. It's not trusted. So I need to find myself a sword. I think I've found one. It's a dancing sword, which I think would be good one-on-one. And then I can use this for AoE. But then there is a sword that I need to get from the Volcanic Manor. But sadly, you get it off the boss. And when you hit the ground, it's like being Tony Gar or something out of freaking King of Fighters. It just puts a big line of fire. Pretty damn swicking nice. So yeah, I think it's Tony Gar. It could be Tony Gar. Terry Gar, yeah, from King of Fighters anyway. The one that hits the ground. Yeah. Anyhow, we've got ourselves a Bolt Drake talisman. I thought that said Baldric at the moment. I thought it was a Blackadder talisman for a second. Righto. Anyway, we're going to be pushing forwards. Now, I did mention that I'd be playing some death scenes. Well, there's going to be a death scene right now because I'm going up against a shed load of freaking giants, and they're pretty darn tough. Okay, so here's some of my more comical deaths on my way here. There were more than this, but I give you my favourite death scenes of me playing. Heck yes. Up on the roofs. Look at all these. Oh, fudging heck! There's a giant freaking bird. No! He just set me on. He set me on fire. Bladed me in the face. Where the fudge did you come from? You freaking pterodactyl of evilness, spawn of Satan, devil bird! I will have you next time, my friend. Yes, you budgery guard. Okay, here we go. Parkour hardcore. Let's leg it on like frickin' Spider-Man. So, Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. I pressed jump. Oh, look. I think we've got ourselves a secret door there, people. I haven't been in there. So there we go. That was jolly fun, wasn't it? Yeah, it happens to us all, doesn't it? I'd imagine you've got some embarrassing death scenes of your own. Right, anyway, I don't think I'm going to be taking on these guys with my giant freaking marshmallow roaster because they seem to be a little bit too tanky. And also, my move doesn't seem to do a great deal of damage. So I'm just going to run past them. I'm going to leg it past them and hopefully live to live another day. Is that a saying? Live to live another day? Anyway, it's going to work in this sort of context. Right. Oh, fudging heck, maybe not. Just had the ketchup knocked out of me. Right, well, let's get past this guy. I'm going to go for his legs. Ha-ha! Like a professional footballer without a football. Right. Dun 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 dun. Ah, fudge! The wind-up of them firing those arrows is quite sort of delayed, isn't it? I thought, yeah, I might have a little bit longer, but no, not in this case I didn't. I'll show you what my actual weapon does. I'm going to poke him in the frickin' rectum with it. Here we go. This should do immense amount of damage. Okay, I'm just punching at the sky for some reason. Okay, now I've got a bow. For fudge's sake. Just do your frickin' move. There we go. Marshmallow roaster. Take that, you. And look, you can see how much damage it's doing. It's just not doing a great deal. I mean, yes, we've got him down to half energy, and I could have done that again and probably killed him. But yeah, I could see the other two coming right up behind us, and I was figuring, well, they're going to have me if I'm not careful. So I figured we might as well just progress on and go through the teleporter. I could probably take them. Yeah, if I take out that ranged one first and then take out the others one at a time, probably could have done it. But you know what? What's the point? I'm only trying to activate my Great Rune. You probably forgot what this video was about. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, we need to activate the Great Runes. So the Great Runes you get when you kill the bosses, but then you have to take the Great Runes to these sort of towers, and at the top of the towers, they're divine towers, at the top of the divine towers you get to activate your Great Rune. Once they're activated, you get a new option on your sort of campfire, bonfire, point of grace menu, yeah, that says Great Rune, and you can actually activate it. Now, a lot of people inside my live chat the other day, I put a card in the top right hand corner so you can go watch that back. It's actually great. It's funny anyway. I die a lot. If you enjoyed those death scenes earlier, you're going to love that live stream because that's all it is. In fact, I put an extra half an hour on for the fact that I spent so much time being dead. Okay. So anyhow, what was I saying? Yeah, so after you kill a boss, you have to take it to these points and activate it. And during my live chat, people were saying, Captain Steve, you need to get your Great Runes activated. I can't believe that you've lived this long without knowing about Great Runes. Yeah, didn't know. You know, where is it in the tutorial or anything like that? It doesn't really allude or hint that you need to do this or the shizzle unless you actually read all the shizzle or everything you pick up. And I didn't read it. I thought the only thing you did with the Great Runes is take it to the round table, take it to the Lady of Two Fingers, and she unlocks you an ability. No, you get other stuff as well. So the first one from Godric or the Mildred or what his name is, you take here. And you're sort of activated here. So there we go, Godric's Great Rune. There we go, Godric's. Not the other guy, Mildred. Not Mildred, but it's something like that. Margit, or whatever his name was. Yeah, the first lady who sold me my very first pet guinea pig was called Margaret. And yeah, she was lovely. Married to a lady called Hilary. Yeah, so there we are. Anyhow, let's head on over this way. And we're going to be pushing on, I guess. And yeah, so we've gone to another tower. So this tower is over this way, and we're going to go to that one. So there we are. There's another divine tower over there. Now, I don't think I've got the Great Rune for this one. I was here earlier in my live stream, but people said after you activate your first one, you should be able to activate all the others. So I've got 3, but I don't think I've got this one. So let's head on over. Look, there's no sort of giant glowing hologram here at the moment. So no, I can't activate that one. I'm not too sure whose body this is. I think it might be the body of that witchy lady. You know, the one that gave us the ghost bell. I think it's hers. I think it's her body. But I can't be sure. Anyhow, I don't think she's a boss either. At least I hope she's not. Anyway, I quite like her as a character. Righto, so here we go. We've got these two here. So I've got Radans and Mogs. Now it does give you a little hint when you look at the actual flavour text of where you activate the runes. Yes. So one of them I think I can do, and the other one I don't think I can. So Mogs, I don't think I've unlocked that area as yet, but we'll get to Mogs in a moment. I'm going to go to the one that I think I can do, which is over in the lower area of Caelid. There's a divine tower to the north of Caelid. So right over here, so past the big green tree, past that thing, and it's just here. Look, there we are. The divine tower. I'm going to jump to the top of it. Now, they activate once you've killed their associated bosses, so we're going to be jumping in and taking a quick look-see. Righto! Cool, so now I need to head up this way, and we're going to head on all the way up to the top. I can speed myself up of getting up there, can't I? Righto, and as you can see, there's one of those little holograms there. Brilliant. So we're going to activate that. Chickaboom. Looks like just his legs survived on this one. Bit of an odd one. Sweet. And that's Radan's Great Rune activated. So once you've actually equipped these, you then use a Rune Arc, to actually activate them. So you've got to activate them and activate them again. Yeah, fun times. But here you go. It gives you a little bit of a write-up exactly on what they actually do. So that one's going to give me HP and FP back by the looks of things, or boost them or something. So that's pretty nice every time I use my Rune Arc. Now, I've only got like, 13 Rune Arcs or something anyway. So yeah, this one here, it says it's east of the Atlas Plateau, and the Divine Tower is found over on the Great Bridge from the Lindell's Eastern World. I know I haven't unlocked Lundell as yet. So yeah, so all the way around the map, all the way up to the north, and I'm discovering this area at the moment, people. But it's to the east of this. So yes, after I've conquered the Volcano Manor, hopefully I'll be able to head on east, and hopefully you're going to be joining me for that adventure, people out there in the viewerverse. Yes, please subscribe, hit the bell and all that sort of shenanigans. Until next time, goodbye, and goodbye again. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit a like and a subscribe, and I'd like to say a massive great big thank you to all of my backers over on Patreon and over on YouTube membership. Thanking you, backers! And if you want to support this channel, just don't skip the adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or yeah, just stay with Captain Steve that little bit longer and hit something on this screen. There's merch here now too.